Hello, friends. Welcome back to M&J Games. I'm Jasmine, and this is episode 4 of Wild Dominion. I'm so sorry, guys, that that I haven't been updating these videos for this series. I've kind of been really busy with work and school and life, basically. So I'm back to working on this park. This is going to be the last park update, and then episode 5 will be the final park tour. So I have a couple of updates for this, and I wanted to show you what I did. So we're going to zoom down here. I always like to start the entrance just so you all can see, like, this is what the grand entrance is to the park. I don't know if you remember, but on my drop towers, I did not have multiple levels, so I did that. I think that looks pretty cool. Oh. I just thought it would add a little something to it. Originally, these just had like the one sort of square, I don't know what you would call that, covering. And so I thought maybe I'll add like more to add some more dimension. The only thing I'm debating is whether to have like something at the top. Maybe not necessarily like another layer, but like maybe some, I don't know, some cool design at the top. But I couldn't think of anything, so I just have it how it is. And I added some, just like some kind of foliage, vines or whatever to make it look like it's like old at the top. I just thought that was kind of cool if you're like on the ride and you kind of have a near miss on these levels. So I'm gonna zoom in over here. Over here we have our Barbarian roller coaster. That's kind of the first coaster for the park. And I added this little playground. This is a combination of items from the workshop from Jan BK 1608 and Webby C2203, otherwise known as Webby Web Gaming. Corey from Web Gaming. I can't remember which ones was. I think and then I added this little like rope bridge, but I think this little slide jungle gym was from Jan, and I want to say that the swing set was from Corey. So I can't remember who did what for these, but yeah, I just thought that was cute. I probably need to add some fencing. There's still a lot of stuff that I need to work on for this park. I just wanted to kind of give you, what all I've been working on since like a month or so ago. I still have to kind of make this water, like little pond, look interesting. There's nothing there right now. But you can probably see this ginormous building that I have here. So this building, I really wanted to have some sort of conservation representation in this park, because this park is supposed to be an African themed park, and there are some real life issues regarding animals, poaching, and things of that nature in Africa. And so I really wanted to have a conservation area, and so that's what this building is representing. The yellow part is like the sort of fun park that guests can go into. It has a theater in there where they can watch like an educational movie about animals in Africa. And then I put up some things in there, and I'll show you. It's supposed to kind of be like sort of a museum, but like they can just kind of go in, get a little bit of education, and then leave. The gray part is supposed to be like offices for the conservation area. I was going to extend this There was going to be a coaster in the back, and I just could not make it work. It wasn't really a great coaster. It wasn't like amazing, and so I ended up taking it out. And so what I might do is kind of have like a fake little path here under this bridge, and then this area would probably be some sort of backstage, and then like connecting to something over here that's partly backstage. So that's my plan. We'll see. You know, Michael is the expert on backstage, so he's probably going to help me with like the design on that. So, but let's just go into the conservation room, I guess you can call it. So these screens here are supposed to be like, they're supposed to be showing you something educational. And we have a little speaker here. She's going to be giving the educational talk. So I have a little vantage point there so people will go up and kind of interact with her. And then I thought it'd be cool to list the countries in Africa. So I have them here and then also on this wall. And I just thought it was something interesting to put in there. I don't know. I thought it added something. And I really love the colors in here. And then the roof. So like I'll zone back out so you can see the roof design. It's a hexagon. So then this here is like my dedication for the park. This is a real life website called. I don't think it's actually called Conserve Africa. I think it's called African Wildlife or something like that, or Wild something. I'm sorry, I should know, but I don't know. I can't think of it at the time. But it's actually at awf.org, and they have some really interesting information on there. But I'll just read this. It says Wild Dominion is dedicated to Africa, the motherland of all humanity. African wildlife needs your help. Visit awf.org to learn more about the poaching crisis and look for more screens about Africa throughout the park. So that is one addition I have added throughout the park, is some educational screens throughout the park. I plan on adding more, but right now I'm focusing on the main attractions in the park that have the first screens up. So in here is like the logo for the park, and these are supposed to be like the doors that will open if you are going into the theater. So inside the theater, there's nothing other than a ginormous screen and a bunch of seats. But I was planning on putting in like a floor, but it was kind of hard because this terrain is not totally level. But I may eventually add that. So I guess I could put like some little like fake people in there to make it look like people are in there. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's go back out. So this is the top part of the hexagon design. I did actually look up like an African building. I can't remember like where it was, but it had this cool hexagon shape. And so I was like, that would be really awesome to have a hexagon. It took me a really long time to connect like the different sides, because each side is its own building essentially. And I I mean, I knew a hexagon wasn't a square, but it like I don't know, I had to make like a bunch of different buildings in order to make this look correct. So that's where we ended up. There are a lot of triangles in the park, and I think that's just like going to be part of like the branding for this park, is having a bunch of triangles. So I have a lot of triangles throughout the park. So over here, I put like a couple of flat rides. I honestly don't know if I'm going to keep these. They're not open. I haven't themed them. I haven't done anything with them. I had this large open space, and I didn't want to put more water because I already have a lot of water. So I just don't know what to put here. But those are there kind of as placeholders for now. So then we also have this second park. Sorry, I kind of sound nasally. My nose is kind of stuffy. We have this sort of second fountain pond. It's gonna be a fountain. It's gonna be like I'm gonna put some stuff in it, and it's gonna look cool. And then over here we have a second wild safari station. That station was moved. It was originally over here, and I felt like it was really crowded right there. So I ended up moving it over here behind the large swing. Is this a swing? So whatever that swing ride is, and I put it here. Um, the queue could use some work. Obviously, I probably will. I probably will do that. So like this wild safari ride is very popular, and what I've realized is that people will basically only ride this ride. Now, I mean, or maybe they do go on other stuff, but they're spending a lot of time waiting for this ride. And I bumped up the cars, but I also wanted to keep it to where the cars are, not so close together all of the time. So I think I might have 6 cars, maybe 7. I think I have 6, but I think maybe I have 7. But I think originally I had 5, and I also bumped up the price because there were so many people who were standing in this line, and then it looked like the park was empty because a lot of people were waiting for this ride. So I bumped the price up to kind of discourage people. If they don't have money, sorry, you're not getting on this ride. So I probably will work on this queue. It's there's nothing really, so I'm gonna work on that. Over here, I made this sort of bar, and I have to click on it because this is a lot of pieces. So what I ended up doing was I made this sort of roof line with wooden corbels. So if you take one out, just so you can see how small it is, that's one. And that's like the tiny space it takes up. So with the roof, let me see if I can grab everything. I think each little segment was its own like grouping because of how many pieces it is. Okay, I think. So let's just say it's oh, I have some trees. Like 16, let's say 1600-ish pieces for this tiny building. But I have 87% left. I mean, I'm at 87% on the counter. So I have, space to make a whole bunch of intricate stuff. So that's my attempt to doing that. I still kind of want to make like some cool lights, like hanging down lights. I made this little menu. Oh my gosh, my nose. Excuse me. I made this menu, and I realized you can't actually read it from here, but if you were at the bar, but it's like micro drafts, macro drafts, ciders, lagers, cocktails, margaritas. Yeah, so it's fun. I put this here for like, it's supposed to be like the rack where you put the drinks. So I'm gonna put something down there and make it look like he's like trying to fix something, but that's what that's supposed to be. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Maybe I have to look up like how people have made drinks or something in the game and use that. But And then obviously I need like some bar stools. But I thought this was kind of cool. And then this is just like a chief beef and a smoothie place. And then this is just the bathrooms. So that's that building. I am planning on continuing this little fencing around here. So, and then this is my tiger chase ride, which was originally called Tigress, and then I realized that Busch Gardens has has a coaster named Tigress, and this is not supposed to be the same thing. It's not, so I just called it Tiger Chase. But it's but yeah, this is my first attempt at one of these coasters. I like it. I feel like it's kind of in the back of the park, so there's not a lot of people over here. But I love how it adds to the skyline in the park. And I mean, you can see it basically all around the park. So, this is the station, which it needs some work. I'm not like super crazy about this station, but I had spent so much time on it. So I'm keeping it for now, but I still have to put like something underneath here, kind of make it look better. And then I need to make a sign. And then back here is like the exit, which I'm not crazy about this either. I hate like having this look this way, but I don't know. I don't know how else to make this look like. I guess this could be like, instead of making it this ginormous long stairs, I could kind of break that up a little bit. But yeah, so that's where I'm at with this. It does need something. I'm not crazy about this. Okay. And I have to fix that pond. Okay, so this is like the first educational sign that I wanted to show you. So this is talking about tigers. This is real life. The status of tigers is that they are endangered. Their population in the wild is less than 3,900. So that's my first educational sign. It does not have a support. I kind of wanted it to be that way because I wanted it to be like just like a board that you would see without like a backing. I don't know if that looks, maybe it does need something, but that's how it looks right now. But if y'all have any ideas, on how to make it look more supported or more stable, let me know. All right, I'm gonna go back. Excuse me. 1 second. Okay, we're gonna go back over here to Lion's Roar. This is my second educational board. It's talking about the lions. They are a vulnerable population. They're not endangered yet, but they're about 20,000 in the wild. Now this part, I mean, I gotta say, guys, this part of the park is my absolute favorite. I spend so much time on it. I love it. We're gonna zoom in over here. I decided to change this coaster name to Blue Racer. That is still a snake. It's not an African snake, but I thought Racer kind of suited the coaster, so it's kind of a play on words. But anyway, this board says, did you know a blue racer is a type of constrictor? Which is true. So this is like my little selfie area, and so like you could take a picture with like the cobra or the whatever the snake is. And I purposefully made this to where it's up a little bit of a level, so like you would have to step up to get to the snake if you wanted to like take a picture there. But I probably will put like a vantage point there so people can actually like look like they're taking a picture of the snake. I'm still working on this bridge. This bridge is like, I don't know. I've got to do something else with this. There was water here, if you recall. This was water, and I couldn't get enough clearance between the coaster going down and then the coaster going like this way. So I had to get rid of the lovely water that was here. So I have to make this look better, obviously. I feel like all I'm saying throughout this is like, I have to make this look better. This is going to look better eventually. And then make some rails here on the bridge. But let me know, like, do you think it needs to have some sort of top design on it? Or should I leave it alone and just have the railings? I don't know. Or maybe like this top part could have a little bit of a covering. I kind of like that idea. But it's kind of an awkward bridge. It's not like totally even, that's not normally how I do things. Normally I have everything to be like symmetrical, but this bridge obviously I couldn't do it. I couldn't do that. So, all right, here's like what I'm super excited to show you. So I finally finished this ride on the inside and I love it. I'm going to tone down the daylight for a second so you can get the full effect of the ride. Okay, I did add some lights, pretty little lights. This is the inside. I added the, whatever you would call this, I have no idea. And then I put, just so you're aware that the time needs to be 18:30 or later for this ride. I think we should ride this since we're here. Let's do this. So then we can kind of look at it from all angles. So I need to fix some of these bushes. They're kind of smacking people in the face. But I put a bunch of, butterflies in here. A lot of trees. It's supposed to feel, secluded. I'll stop talking so you can get the full effect. Maybe this wasn't the best vantage point. Oh, there's a floating tree. Have so many water features in here for Maddie. I think he's going to love it. He's gonna love it. So it's just kind of trying to zoom around so you can see like water feature, butterflies. That is essentially the end of the ride. But this ride is very special to me. I guess maybe because I am a girl. I don't know. I always have to have like a pretty ride in the park. So this is my pretty ride. But I love how it turned out. I think having it outside instead of being trying to fit everything into a dark building, like a dark ride, I think that was like the best decision I could have made for it. Um, I think just having all of the trees, I just don't think I would have gotten the same effect if I had tried to put all of this in like a ginormous building. It just would not. I don't think it would have worked the same way. So I love it. This ride is called Metamorphosis. Um, so yeah, I just love it. That is like it's just amazing to me. Okay, done with that. So over here, let me turn my daylight back on. So this is the very last area of the park that I need to really work on. This is supposed to be the main attraction for the park. This blue teal sort of colored coaster. This is supposed to be it. And I have this empty space here. I'm planning on putting some fencing so people aren't walking underneath the coaster. And I would like to put some sort of plaza here, so people can have a view of the pretty lake and just chill out and relax before they go on this ginormous coaster. And this is like not how I want the queue to look. I'm just having trouble with it because the how the coaster is laid out. I'm just having trouble with how everything is around here. So it's making it really hard for me to make like a line, or maybe the line could go this way. I don't know. I'm kind of struggling with this, but this is supposed to be like the main attraction for the park. So, um, this is supposed to be like a little section for people who are in wheelchairs. They can kind of come up this way to get to the station. That is the only accessible station in the park. So, but at least it's like the main one. I do like my colors. I did change the colors. This was actually more of an electric blue, white, and black coaster design, but I thought these teal and yellow color was better. I think for just to try to make it feel more African. I would like to have like just some kind of cooler stuff as far as like the back portion too. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I just need to do a bunch of different coverings for it, like to sort of extend the building out, and then like so maybe they're instead of walking outside, they're walking in the building up to this point. I don't know. I'm kind of struggling with that. But the this coaster is called Rampage, which is not really like an animal name, but but I found something. So that's what this educational board is talking about. It says, "Did you know a rhino rampage is a type of stampede?" So it's supposed to represent like a stampede of sorts. So this is a hyper coaster. I guess we can go on it. We can go on it. I don't. No, I haven't shown this to you yet. So another thing with this ride are the lights. So when the train leaves the station, the the lights will, they should, I mean they are on, but they should have, there's a lighting effect that happens. So let me speed this up. Do I own? Oh, you know what? I did. I changed it to one train. I was like, I know there's two. Okay. Yeah, so that's the lighting effect that I have. I really like how that turned out. Um, I guess I mean this can be written at night or you know during the day. But let's write it at night. Let me just fast forward so we can get to. I probably could. Oh, there are two trains. Okay, because I thought I had two. All right, let's ride this one. Yeah, so this coaster is really for the coaster enthusiasts for the park. This is the most intense coaster, and so this is for I guess the dads who bring their kids to the park and they're like, okay, well I have to go on this coaster for me. That's what this coaster's for. So yeah, so that's Rampage. Um, I gotta say, I think this is probably like the best coaster I've ever made. Um, it's I sort of based it off of Hyperion, but sort of not really. But it's supposed to have like with the airtime hills and all of that. I was really looking at that coaster for inspiration. So yeah, I think that's all of my updates. Let me turn on the lights, turn the daylight back on. So yeah, I mean this is just kind of awkward over here, and I'm planning on making this look better. If you have any ideas, let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. We also have this sort of building here that's branded like Rampage. This is just like a little gift shop, and they can get drinks and then go to the bathroom over here. And yeah, more triangles. That's just part of the brand of the park, I guess. But I mean, look at that. Like, I love that. You can see kind of my Arabian Moroccan area from here. I love it. So there's a lot of water in the park, a lot. So yeah, I think this is pretty much the end of the park. I will not be adding any more coasters or any more rides. If there is anything, it's going to be to take up these two spots here. I don't know what I'm going to do right here. Or if you think I shouldn't have any rides here, let me know. And like if you think there's something else that I could put here, especially related to the conservation area, um, you know, just let me know, and I will see if I like the idea. So I'm going to close off this area back here. It's going to be the backstage. And it's supposed to be like a park in the middle of the grass, the savanna or the grasslands or whatever. I did I did close up, over here for my parking. I was thinking about having buses in this middle portion, and I just couldn't make it work, how I wanted it to work. So I just closed that up and made it grass. So this is the entrance to the park. It actually looks pretty cool at nighttime. So, yeah. So, I kind of made like a little entry point for the cashiers who are manning the parking. And I love my little logo sign. I love that. So yeah, so they'll come out here. I probably will put some more trees, but Barbarian, I do want that sight line to be there so people can see Barbarian from the parking lot. And yeah, they would come over here. This is the exit point right here. And then this is the entry point for the actual guests who are walking into the park. But yeah, that is it. I am like so excited about this park. Oh, I have some like random stuff over here, but I am so excited about this park. This really is like the best thing I've ever made so far in the game. Um, but yeah, if you have any feedback for me, let me know. Um, I guess we didn't go on this ride. We'll go on it on for the park tour. Okay, so let's do that. I'm coming up on time, I think. But thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, please like and subscribe if you enjoy this content, and I'll see you guys next time.